Quiz 8.1 to 8.3 Equations of Lines. Question 22. Sam claims that since 3x plus 2y minus 1 equals to 0 is the equation of a line in two-dimensional space, that 3x plus 2y plus z minus 1 equals to 0 ought to be the equation of a line in three-dimensional space. Is this correct? Explain your answer. Well, let's analyze this. 3x plus 2y plus z minus 1 equals to 0. So, well, it looks three-dimensional thing, of course. We have got x, y, and z. But the question here is that does it represent a line or not? Okay. So, how do we figure it out? So, let's find out some points on this line or the plane or whatever it represents, right? And see what it is, right? So, the equation here is 3x plus 2y plus z minus 1 equals to 0. If I put x as 0 and y as 0, then what point do I get? I get z equals to 1. So that means one of the point on this system, it's not a system but just a object, is 0, 0 and 1. Okay. Now let me put y and z as 0 and find what x is. If y and z are 0, then x is 1 over 3, correct? So we get 1 over 3, 0, 0, correct? And if I put x and z as 0, then what y is? When y is equals to half, correct? So that means we have, if we have an axis, x-axis, y, let's draw a 3D figure first, plane, coordinate plane. Now here it is, right? Now it means that we have got some points here, which is, let's say this is x-axis, right? And this is y, and this is z. In that case, 0, 0, 1 means that 0, 0, and 1 means, let us say this is our 0, 0, and 1. Okay, so this point, correct? Now, this point 1 over 3, so that means this is 1 along x-axis, and 1/3 will be kind of here, okay. And along y-axis, 0, half, and 1. So 0, half, this is 1 for us, so half here. So that means we got 3 different points on 3 different axes, right? So if we join them, then we definitely don't get a line, correct? So this is not a line. Do you see that? So if we join them, we get kind of a thing like this, right? Now we just took, okay, so this looks like a plane. Do you see that? It looks like a plane, right? Not a line. Do you see that? And it can extend any sides because we just took 3 points. We could have taken any other points, let's say 10. If we put 10, 10, something else, we get farther away some points, right? So for sure, it is not a line, you can say. And well, that brings us to almost the end of this section, section 8.3. And now we'll begin with 8.4, where we'll discover such kind of figures, and these are the planes, right? I hope that gives you a good introduction to plane, and that's how it's going to look. It looks like a big triangle, but it can expand in all the sides and it can have many lines, right? So that's how you should see. And remember one thing, that this form of an equation, 3x plus 2y plus z minus 1 equals to 0, it does not represent a line, it represents a plane, okay? So we don't have any three-dimensional scalar equation, okay, or the Cartesian equation like this, since this really does not represent a line, it represents a plane. Thank you.